Hi, so for part 2 of the class, what we're going to be doing is doing the back stitch. So I've got my needle and thread ready to go. I've got my embroidery hoop. Now just for the purpose of the class, I'm just going to use the same hoop as before, and it will help you sort of see the difference between the back stitch and the running stitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle, I'm going to come up under the hoop, like so, and then just going to go back down, similar to the same ways what we do with the running stitch. And then what I'm going to do is I want to try and judge about the same sort of distance. So the size of your stitch here, I want to try and create that sort of same size again. So you're going to come up under, like so. And instead of just going forward like we do with the running stitch, what we're going to do is we're going to come back through into that hole here. Like so. And then again, want to roughly judge that size of stitch, come up under, and then you want to go back down into that hole there. And then that is essentially how you do your back stitch. So again, the same as your running stitch, you might want to experiment with different thicknesses of thread. You maybe want to think, oh, I want to do slightly larger stitches, which you can do. So I'll just show you some examples. So here you can see just a little sample that I created earlier on, and you can see that I've done some larger stitches. I've also just came and done some larger stitches and then went back into doing some smaller ones just to experiment. I've then sort of played about with the thicknesses of my threads. So again, I've brought in some wool just because I had some at home, just to sort of try it out and see how it works. And essentially just do a few lines, see how you go on, experiment with different sizes and different thread thicknesses, just so you can get used to doing the technique. And then that is essentially for today's class, how to do your running stitch and how to do your back stitch.